like Google Ad Manager as being the default ad server, and obviously AdEx being the reason. There is a DOJ versus Google, and changes remedies proposed is to separate GAM and AdEx. I want to ask, what do you think happens if that happens? And will it be actually good for publishers? Are there good enough ad servers in the market? And will it actually proliferate more tech companies servicing publishers, or will there be more opportunity for ad tech companies servicing publishers?
I do think so. I think that optionality is always a good thing. Look, we grew up in the capitalist society, and one of the main tenets is uh, user choice, consumer choice. And the more choice that there is out there, the better it is for the consumer. So more competition from my perspective is better. I grew up loving Google, but also working at companies where Google was the ire of our companies, like OpenX. I actually sold an ad server in market, because I was a glutton for punishment. But, it was an alternative. Like strategically, it kind of made sense. So I do think that we're at an inflection point at a time where it is relevant again. And I think that, there can be some efficiencies potentially in ad serving, although I don't know. I mean, Google was very good at packaging that with the ad exchange to discount the ad server. So I'm not going to raise a flag and say publishers are going to save so much more money in their ad serving bill. I don't think that that's going to be the case. I would look for things where you work with an alternative technology because it enables you to do smarter things from gives you optionality. And so you can do smarter things from like a yield management perspective, maybe, and increase your revenue versus, a big dominant, person like Google, taking more of that revenue because they have that stickiness kind of with those two core products, GAM and AdEx. So yeah, I think as long as you kind of look at through that lens of, I don't think it's going to be a big cost saver, but look at it through the lens of like optionality and, using that optionality to increase your yield and not having, your hands kind of cuffed of like the way that you have to drive yield kind of within their ecosystem. I think that that's the win.